There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can catch the football as well. So,
oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Schaefer. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks the tackle.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Ali. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Schaefer. Under fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback on the keep. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that second down.
They'll try to sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the left side. Hits the afterburner. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They might be feeling... Heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Schaefer. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, the ground game. Done enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Canes are flying down the field. He leaves it with his back. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 2 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Schaefer. Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. quickly to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back to pass, it's Schaefer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Plucks it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Schaefer. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Number 11 on to punt it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job scrambling around, buying time. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10.
35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
To the air, it's Schaefer. Flips it out in the flat.
The pass on 2nd down. Caught by the back. Loses 2. 3rd down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. QB draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Caught close to the marker. It's Bohannon. That'll be enough for a first down as he caught. And gets it to the 48.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the...
Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the big fella. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen. Down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick release on the RPO. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And it's third and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on fourth down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for room. It's Heath. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Schaefer. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Under fire. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here we go. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. And off to Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it, and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Unloads quickly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
49, hit 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.